Dondreá Brown. Count the cost. Let's go.
Hey y'all, it's Dondreá Brown with the Count the Cost podcast. I'm excited to bring another episode, but also a special guest. You know, on our platform, we like to bring individuals on this platform to talk about not just what they do, who they are, but their impact and why, their purpose, things like that. So I'm excited today. The other thing I'm also excited about is to continue this podcast. So if you are interested in being a guest, make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow, go into the comment. I'll send you a link. We can schedule you. Come on down. All right, so let's jump into the good conversation. The Count the Cost podcast is sponsored by Young Money Finance. That's a local nonprofit in Grand Rapids, Michigan, providing youth financial literacy. If you're interested in learning more about them, go to www.ymfgr.org. Again, www.ymfgr.org. So I have a guest today. Her name is Markesha. She's going to tell you what she does. She's going to tell you where she's from, all those other good things. And we're going to have some real discussion, y'all. So let's start it. You want to introduce yourself?
Yes, sure. My name is Markesha, and I am the founder and executive director of the M.O.M.S Club of Grand Rapids, which is a nonprofit organization here founded in Grand Rapids, Michigan. We support all families, no matter what stage of pregnancy or parenting you are. We welcome all families with support as far as education, resources, maternal health, food, the whole nine. So that's what we do. And I also run the M.O.M.S Club of Grand Rapids, which is a safe space that I created in 2016 for birthing people. Now that space is over 5,000 people that's filled with mothers, educators, families of all over. So it's really going great.
And from Grand Rapids?
All the way from Grand Rapids.
Okay, so my brain goes into 1,000 places, but I want to ask what keeps you in Grand Rapids? Like, why still? Because I'm not from here. I moved from, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
And I usually hear people in certain spaces, especially the spaces that they're from, like, I hate it here, right? Tell us, what keeps you here and how has the support looked here in Grand Rapids?
I think what really keeps me here is the way that the community pours into me. Okay. And a lot of people I see, a lot of times they say, like, there's no support. There's not a lot of support here. And it's just really who you surround yourself with. And being here for as long as I've been here, since I was born, I've had to, I've seen the difference of having support and not having support, and what it looks like with who you're around, who you surround yourself with. And so the reason why I stay here is because the people that I have surrounded myself with, they really pour into me. They give me the reason to stay. The moms, the families, it's needed here. I'm needed here still. So I'm here.
So I remember. So you mentioned something that I think is really good because you're not saying like there wasn't support before, right? You're like before support probably was a little whack, right? Can you dig a little bit deeper into that and how are you able to climb out of that? Because I know it's a lot of people that they feel that they share that like in this moment, but they're also like, okay, so what do I do? There's no support. Do I leave?
Right. And that's a really hard question because I was in that space a lot of times. Like, if you knew me and were like my family or friends, every year, you guys, I'm all like, I'm moving, I'm leaving, new year, new me, I'm out of here. and I'm still here. And so, and it's not because I can't leave.
Right.
It's because something always keep me here. It's when you know better, you do better. And since I've known like, okay, this is what's needed, and I know that I can kind of fill certain gaps,
right,
I'm going to do it. So like if you see someone needing something and you know you got it to give, you're going to give it, right? Yeah. And so Grand Rapids, to me, or what I was seeing, they had lack of like the knowledge of the resources, where to go, how to get help.
Right.
A lot of people are ashamed to ask for help, to ask certain, organizations because they're scared to, be ashamed or like get put out on, blast or whatever. Yeah. But we're not like that. We accept everyone. We don't judge. We are relatable. We make ourselves relatable to the people that we serve. And so I think that when we built that trust with the community, that support came in.
Yeah.
At first, they had to figure out, like, okay, is this another organization? Is this another mom's group on Facebook like we're seeing? Is this another
Right.
person in the community saying they want to do something good and they're not? We had to kind of build that trust, and that's how we got the support.
Whew. Okay, so what's the story behind the organization? Like, what made you create this amazing organization?
What really made me create this organization is when I had got an early pregnancy in 2015. Well, just start back from a little bit before to make a long story short. Before I started doing the stuff in the Moms Club of Grand Rapids, I was designing clothing. And so a lot of people from my city my hometown knew me as designing clothes, doing fashion shows and all of that stuff. And I had an organization called She, which was Sisters Helping Each Other. And my little sister, she did a lot of pageants, and I used to design her dresses, and we used to travel. She had her dresses literally everywhere. It was pageant queen, and I had started getting younger girls, and I would meet with them, and it was my she dolls. And we called them that. We mentor. We created outfits. We put them on a platform to make them feel good about themselves as young girls.
Yes.
And gave them something to do.
Right.
And so once I started doing that, it took off. It did good, but then I ended up becoming pregnant. And when I became pregnant, I'm like, okay, I need to do some stuff with like moms, but all my friends, all of my cousins, families was already moms, majority of all of them. Right. And I'm like, okay, I need to do something to hang out with moms. And so at first it started off as a moms group. I made a post on Facebook, and I was like, hey, if I make a group, who's gonna join a group? I just want mom friends. By the end of the week, I had about like 1,000 people in the group, and it's literally went from just a Facebook group to now a nonprofit organization.
Wow. So I'm also thankful to have you here because typically when I have the podcast, a lot of males come on, right?
Okay.
And I want the podcast to reflect not just diversity on race, right? But also experience.
Okay.
We typically, as men in the podcast, talk about fatherhood. Right. I was raised by a single mother, my mom, and shout out to you for doing that. But we don't spend enough time now talking about what are the challenges, the current challenges that mothers face.
Right.
Over the last couple of years, I can be honest by saying there's been a hyper focus on the male experience, specifically Black male. But let's talk about some of the challenges that Black moms face today. So what are some, from your experience, what are some of the current challenges that Black moms face?
Okay, and so I feel as though from what I've been seeing, because I'm a doula, first off. I'm a full spectrum doula. That's my main thing that I literally love to do and be about. And so when I meet with my mommies, that's what I call them, my mommies. The first things that a lot of people come to me, whether they are a client of mine, I'm birthing their baby, or they're coming for a class or workshop, they're always looking for resources. Yeah. I don't know where to go. I don't know how to get help. Right. And we have to provide those things because they get shut down. A lot of organizations and stuff like that, you see, you have to be a certain in a certain zip code or area code to get the help. You have to take a class or do all that. A lot of moms, we can't just go and sit in a 6-week class or come every day to get a check from the government or to do something like that. It's a lot of challenges. And then when you do get help from the government or get assistance, it keeps you at a certain point. And that's when a lot of moms, they feel like, oh, I got to stay here to get help. Yes, they don't want to do more for themselves because they don't have nobody kind of helping them get out of that. This is supposed to be something to leverage you, to help you until you get to a certain point, not to keep you there. And so what we do is we work with these moms to get them out of those challenges. We provide like workshops, credit repairs. We do prayer board workshops. We do financial planning. We do anything from like resume writing, all of that. And a lot of those moms that come to us, they haven't been to school, or they went to school and didn't finish. They didn't know how to get their FAFSA done. They didn't know that it was adult education. They don't have license. They don't know how to do a lot of stuff. We don't just help, African American mothers. We support all moms. So it's a lot of like Hispanic culture, different races coming to us, and they're not able to understand. And a lot of people don't sit there. As women, it's hard. It's a lot of men in business, you see?
Right.
And so we have to go to a lot of men in business for these helps. How how do you feel like coming to a woman for help
Right.
as a man? So when we are in these spaces and we asking for help, it's challenging. They looking at us a certain way. And then the women that are in those spaces, sometimes, unfortunately, they look at you a certain way. And so the challenges that we face is judgment.
Yeah.
We have to be looked at as strong
Yeah.
all the time. And yeah, we are resilient. I tell all women, all mothers, you are resilient. You are strong. But you
Facts.
don't
Yeah.
have to be all the time. And society, the world, our community sometimes make it like that. Whenever we get weak, we're a bad mom or we're a bad this. And when a dad don't, a father sometimes, and I'm not speaking for all fathers because
Right.
we work with fathers too. And a lot of fathers are great. But a lot of times I see firsthand fathers get a lot of passes. If you don't want to do it, if you don't feel like it, it's okay. But
Yeah.
for us, it's different. So that's a challenge.
So one, I thank you for being transparent because again, I think what we're getting at is parenting, right? Transparency, learning strength. I never forget people will ask me like, what has your mom taught you, right? I can always say she taught me resiliency. She took care of 6 kids the best way that she could. Yes. The best way she could for as long as she could. And one of the things we absorbed was like this no excuses, any means necessary mentality. Because she worked 3 jobs doing that.
Oof.
Yeah, she would braid hair, she would clean buildings, she worked at the school, the cafeteria. So she was always, had that entrepreneur spirit. And then as we got older and I started to, learn, reflect, and have conversations with her about just, how I was impacted by parenting. I think what it did was it helped me understand and better understand like each generation, each person, they're going to have their own sets of challenges.
Yeah.
The common thing is like looking for that support. So my mom would always say like, I didn't have support in this. I didn't even know how to manage money well, but I tried to make sure that the bills were paid.
Yeah.
So kudos to you for providing that, but also in a way where people can access it. Because I think that's another thing too. I had seen you on our Facebook is like GR Mom a lot. Like I feel like you're one of our our secret advocates. So that's another reason why I was like, yeah, definitely inviting you in. But at the same time, you're also that connector, right? So it's not that you only just have a nonprofit; you're trying to push access, and and I think a lot of nonprofits have to start to do that too. Just because, for example, I'm Young Money Finances, I can't do everything, nor do I want to do everything.
Because we're gonna have to, yeah. Because this is really real.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's
Yeah,
like you're
talk about that.
reading my mind
Yeah.
because
Yep.
we can't. And I've never been the type of person that need to play the front, need to play the lead.
Yeah,
I am a
that's
team
real.
player. I want everyone to win, and I'm glad that you recognize that the tags, the things like that,
Yeah.
because 80% of what we do is promotion for everybody else. I don't get paid for that. I don't look to get paid for. I don't look to get a thank you, nothing. I see you doing something good for the community. You know what I'm saying? But look, I see you doing something good for the community. I'm gonna support it.
Yeah,
It's a community free event, and I got kids. I have all my friends got kids. All my family's got kids. So you probably don't know about this. Let me get you about the house for free. We share all free and low cost things on our Facebook page.
She said, "Let me get you out the house for
for
free."
free. There's no excuses.
For free. That was good. Can you tell her one more time?
Let me get you out the house for free.
Yeah, because a lot of us, we complain and we struggle with like everything's expensive.
It's very expensive.
But at the same time, if there's these programs that offer these free services, I think that's the next like real conversation to have of like, what are we doing as community members receiving these supports to lock in our families into those things? Because she like, because I work with another program called Better, Wiser, Stronger.
Yes.
Henry Sapp is the founder, and it is an amazing program for young boys. And he puts on some amazing events, and we be so excited. People will sign up but not show up. And we'll reach out and say, what are some of the barriers that you're experiencing, transportation, all these other things. We're like, check mark, check mark, check mark. But then we look at it, we're like, we're still not reaching the amount that we want to reach. And sometimes I'll use me as an example. My son is in the program. The first year I had him in the program, I found many reasons not to take him.
Okay.
You want to know the funny part?
Thank you for being honest.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Because that's the other thing, too. I'm not going to say stuff without claiming stuff. Like, that's me. Because I never forget the day Henry was like, yeah, these parents are trash because they say this, they say that. They say they needed support. But when I bring it, you know, they're not reaching out. And the crazy part is I was like, dang, my son ain't even here. Right? But at the same moment, I went to my son. I was like, we got to do better. So even as a parent, there's nothing wrong. Like you said, don't be too strong all the time because sometimes your kids may not be able to reap the benefits.
Yeah. And then ask for help.
Yes, 100%.
Ask for help because
Yeah.
maybe you are making those excuses because you had other things to do. And if you could have probably reached out to another parent, anything, they could have carpooled, made different things. So that's another thing, just providing the resources and getting them out. We've had that happen to us. We provide stipends for our classes. So we give you guys money just to come and eat with us and learn about us.
I love the fact that you said carpool, right?
Yeah.
So being in other communities, and it's just me being real, white communities, carpooling is a normal thing.
Yes.
In our community, and again, for whatever reason, I'm not here to blame or whatever, carpooling, like, my child ain't going with you. Right? So it's some of those things where when you mention those things, I'm like, yes, how do we get there? How do we instill trust amongst neighbors? Because now, like for me personally, I do carpool because I pushed it.
Okay.
Like if my son is going to go and he has friends, I can pick y'all. I mean, it's
Yeah,
right
I
there.
can pick all you guys up.
I got you. Because it takes a village. And I think that's the other thing that I hear from the organization that you have. Like it's very village based.
It's very village based. It's very. I'm very community rooted, and a lot of people are always like a lot of people close to me. I feel as though sometimes they be wondering like, why are you so like this for the community? You know, you can do more like this for us or you or yourself. And it's because when I needed things, this very own community was the ones that helped me. And it's like it's not all bad people in the community.
Right,
you have to really surround yourself with the right people, with the right support. It's people that are praying for you, that's rooting for you behind your back, that you don't even know. It's people I meet all the time, and they know me by my real name. And like a lot of people call me Cookie growing up. My doctors, teachers, pastors. I forgot my name for real because I've been Cookie since I was born.
Right.
And I even have my organization, it's Cookie's Kids, so everybody knows because people shop with me from Grand Rapids and stuff. But
Okay.
people would see me and they're like, hi, Markesha, thank you, giving me hugs, crying, literally, like making me cry. And I'm just like, wow, like how do we get there with the carpool?
Right. Yeah.
Showing up, doing what you're doing, carpooling those kids. So now their parents going to see you doing that.
Right.
And it's going to, when you do good deeds, people see that. It's like, you know how they say, the people copying my style, they trying to be like me. Yeah,
Right,
okay,
right.
be like me because I'm doing great things. And I want you to be like me then. Do great things, okay?
Copy my styles. I'm doing great. I like that. What I also like to do is, quote. So I'll probably quote you later.
Yep.
So I was reading online because, again, the other thing that I like to do is learn more about the organizations that come on so that we can be a better referral, a better support. And I read an article that you were giving your mom a lot of kudos for all the things that she's been able to do for you and the organization. Can you, expand on that? Like, how has mom really been a support for you?
Why would you bring my mom up? You're going to make me cry on here.
Oh, I did my research.
I know, thank you. I love that. My mother has supported me for like everything. I cannot remember a time where I needed something, my mom didn't do it. And like literally, like I said, I went to school for fashion design and merchandise, and I'm birthing babies, so I didn't even know this. So just imagine, like all the stuff. My mom bought me so many sewing machines, Cricut machines, printing machines. Literally invested me. I mean, it was this big old fashion fabric store called Haberman's or something in Detroit. Everybody was shopping there. Everybody on Instagram. I'm like, I gotta go there, mom. Literally got like a little piece, not even a yard. Like it was a little scrap of piece was like $30-some just for it. The whole thing was like $100. Like my mom took me all the way there just to get it. Like literally investing it in us. Anything I wanted to do, basketball was horrible. Like I'm a girly girl.
Did you just say you was horrible at basketball?
I made the basket on the other
Oh
thing.
my! Was mom like, go ahead, baby?
I'm clapping. thinking I am that thing. You hear me? I'm like, I made it. So I'm just show like my mom literally, she supported me in anything I wanted to do, even if she knew it didn't make sense. She supported me, and still to this day. And so I always give my mom credit because I felt like my mom being who she was made me the mother that I am today. And I pray to be even half of the mom she was to us growing up to my kids. But that's why I do what I do for people, because knowing that I received that so much love and that so much support, I couldn't imagine not having it. And I see people that don't have that.
Right,
So I'm like, we can build this village. We can be this community. We can come together. You don't have, family is not just blood.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I've gotten so much family this year,
Yes. Yeah.
and they're not my relatives,
Right.
but they are family to me because they support me, they pour into me, they genuinely show up for me. So I always gonna shout my mom out.
That's what I'm talking
Shout out to my mom.
Let's go, Mom.
I love you.
So yeah, it was extremely dope for me to read that because like I take it back to when we are building stuff. Like it's an exciting moment, but it's also scary because you're automatically thinking the closest people to you should be your support.
Yeah. Ooh,
Like without question.
that's a big mistake. You don't ever think that.
Yeah, so then when they're not supporting, you kind of get this, you kind of be hurt and you kind of, subliminal post, family ain't nothing. But then you get people who are driven, locked in, family or not. So I love how you said, family just ain't blood.
Yeah.
Because moving to Grand Rapids, I had no family here. So I had to develop my own village.
I love that.
Yeah, and for me, I'm a huge person that focuses on village because I was in a foster care system.
Ooh.
So yeah, she
Ooh,
said,
we gotta talk. Yeah, you gotta come to our parent cafes. That's Samaritas. Yeah. See, we gotta bring you out.
So my foster dad, because I never forget the one day he was just like, if you want me to be a real dad, just let me know. And I was like, no one has ever asked me that. So he was like, I'll give you some time. But then when I said like, yeah, he's been my dad ever since, right? So I rarely say foster dad. People are like, what you in foster care, but you say dad? Yeah, because that's my dad. But so honestly, like,
you need to stop telling me sad stories because I'm not too cute when I cry. So I'm like, ooh.
But yeah, for me, it was just like, okay, village is important because my dad created a village. He took care of over 50 foster kids growing up.
Oh my gosh.
As a single father.
That's amazing.
So for me, very similar to your mom, like I observe what support looks like. So when I created my nonprofit, even though we talk about finances, we talk about it from a village mindset.
Right.
How can we leverage resources together?
Right.
Because that impacts our money. So carpooling, something as simple as using the same sign-in codes on Netflix and all. Like let's build this village and support each other because the cost is split across the village as opposed to taking on, the weight of, those prices.
Yeah.
So,
yep, I like that. I love that. Just basically working together. Even just let's put the Netflix password. Then you're going to have me like, okay, I'm a mom. Or any moms that get Snap or anything, you get that half off.
There you
for
go.
Netflix. Now we're really in there.
So first of all, I didn't know that. Can you say that one more time?
Yeah, for Amazon account, Hulu, it's so many things. Insurances, you just have to go to the app if you're a mom or a parent, dad, father, caregiver, senior, and you have a bridge card, you can go download the app, and there's so many benefits that you'll save so much money. You can get your internet right now probably for like $9.99, and it's full everything, live TV. You just have to it's resources that's in your face every day. You just have to just look at them.
Okay, so I told y'all she was going to be dropping knowledge. So again, make sure, if y'all didn't catch that, hit rewind. Y'all going to hear me say rewind it, go back. Because again, we never know what we can tap into. So what you just did was you gave me resources and stuff to equip the community with because I'm going out there talking to mothers, fathers, kids, and I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem.
So let's get back to a funner thing. This isn't all about crying and stuff. What are some of the things, because as entrepreneurs, as nonprofit founders, like we wear so many hats.
Oh yeah.
Our parent hat, our community member hat. What do you do to like manage emotions, relax, like what do you do for those things?
Ooh.
And don't say work. No, I'm kidding.
It's so weird because I am such a mom. They be like, I'm just a girl. I'm just a mom.
Yeah.
I do fun things with my kids. I'm a big kid,
Yeah.
so I'm always thinking of ways to do fun stuff with my kids. Like we do fork and film. We've been doing that. It's been trending.
Hold on,
Make sure
what's that?
y'all go check that out.
Yeah, what's
So
that?
it's fork and film, and we're bringing that here to Grand Rapids this year. I'm so excited. It's something that we will pick a movie, and then the dinner is based off of the movie. So I've been showing Grand Rapids just a little bit of how we do it in our home because it's coming to Grand Rapids. It's in Chicago. It's in Detroit. It's literally everywhere. It's a
That's
really big
dope.
thing and it's really nice. And so we do that. But just based off like besides my kids, I love yoga. I love I'm a
That's good.
big like God fan. I'm just a Jesus freak. So I go to like brunches and stuff like that. I like getting my nails done. I like getting my hair done. I like sewing. I sew.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm lame. I like
She's
watching movies. I'm a foodie.
yeah. Okay.
I love food. And I've been working on just in my like fun stuff, picking out just different things. So like yesterday, I just went to go get me like some shoes just for the fun of it. I probably should have paid some bills, but I was just like, I'm gonna get me some shoes.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, just choosing me this year, just taking risks and just yeah.
So I think that's dope that you just said choosing me, right? Because again, what we typically don't say, but all of us feel is like as people we pour out, right, all the time. And then sometimes we may feel a certain way when we don't feel fulfilled.
Yeah.
And one of the greatest things that I've learned from mentors is observing people who are just pursuing things like at a high level to like you have to find time for yourself.
Oh yeah.
You have to make that time, and that's okay. Don't feel bad that you couldn't come and support organization, a child, because they're like, look, it's not going anywhere. Your job is to build more resources and support so that when you walk away, you don't have to feel guilty. And that's one of the things that we've been doing in our organization. We're 6 years old, and each year I'm always looking at how are we leveling up, not just financially, but structurally. Because for me, I wanted to serve everybody all the time. And I was burning out, but people be like, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm good. I'm like, I ain't good. But I had some people come around me like, let's help you build capacity.
Oh yeah.
Like, listen, I'm like, what you mean? You gonna give me some money? Yeah, that is a part of capacity, but who's in your circle? Who's a part of your village? Who can step up and take on some of these things? Who believes in your mission? So that's been really good for our organization as we've been able to, grow up. Speaking of growing up, what has been some growing pains for your nonprofit? Some lessons that you can teach or tell others?
Some lessons is you have to take care of you before you can take care of anybody else. A lot of people told me that I was going to be burnt out with the business because they see I do everything.
Yeah.
And it's not that I want to just do everything. It's just that everything be needed. And if I know how to do it, I'm just going to do it. And so I guess like the lessons that I've just learned is just basically just making sure like everything that I have is center is aligned before I step out and try to do other stuff because I heard this thing on the radio before. They said that the way that the rich stay rich is because they say no to almost everything. And I'm a yes. I could be a yes man, and it's not because I got something to prove or I want it to be like this. It's just in me.
Yeah.
I love people. I hate that about me. I love everybody. You can do
Yeah.
something bad. I just love you. Like I see the good in you. I'm gonna help you bring it out.
Right.
And that was one of I think was a big thing for me this year and just years before. Was I literally do everything by my heart, and you're supposed to, but with a certain extent, have boundaries. Have
Yes.
healthy boundaries with everybody around you, because when somebody see that you are a giver, they're gonna take.
Take.
They're gonna take, and so just saying no to things, making sure that everything is more intentional and aligned with what I am trying to do. Because I have lost some things, but I don't look at it as a loss because I feel as though what's mine is mine. What's supposed to be meant is for me is going to be for me. No one can take it. If I missed it, I was supposed to.
Yeah.
And so I just like look at everything as just a learning thing, but just basically just keeping bookkeeping, or just being organized, Your home, I run my home like a business now. Like,
that's good. Yeah.
everything is structured, because when your home is not right, your business not right, you're not right. It's just everything's falling apart. So that's a really lesson.
Yeah, I had a mentor. Shout out to Randy Otterbridge from Spring GR. Shout out to him. Yeah, I remember when I first started entrepreneurship, I was trying to keep everything separate.
Okay.
And I kept telling him, we had a coaching session, like, I'm trying to find balance and balance. He was like, focus more on integration. And I was like, what you talking? He was like, there are times where your kids can get amazing experience if you take them to a place.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that is true. And the crazier thing is, for my organization really started to grow and be more impactful once I started to include my kids more in it. Because one thing we know about kids, they're going to give you some feedback. So one day my daughter's like, this presentation boring. I'm like, so how would you make it better? Oh, I would do this. I would do that. Okay. Let's start to make some of those shifts. And vice versa. I started to integrate myself into my kids' life and all the things that they were doing too. Because that's the amazing thing about them. They do some great stuff too. Like my daughter Anila, she used to love gymnastics. That's a whole nother podcast. But when she was doing gymnastics, I was in that space, but I was in there with my dad hat. But then I heard people talking about finances and stuff. So when it was appropriate, I'm like, this is what we do. Boom. And then I keep it pushing. Because at the same time, it's okay to integrate, right? And don't feel like you're taking away anything. Because when you said you run your family like a business, we have family meetings on Sundays.
I've seen that. I liked that. I be liking it.
We got one coming up, but I had to take that business mindset, provide more structure. We know kids need structure. So I'm out here trying to structure my business, but not structure my home. So I love the fact that you're like, look, let's integrate these things and make sure these things are good. It ain't gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be better. So that's super dope. So let's shift to the conversation of kids, because that's huge for me. I have 11. My oldest is 18, and my youngest is a couple months, depending on when we air this. It all depends. But I've learned so much just per child, because every child is different.
You say you had how many kids?
Oh, she came back. No, shoot. Okay. So I have 11 young people that is impacting this world. Yeah, she said you ain't let that.
You said multiply.
But the dopest thing has been, like, as a parent, again, every child is different. I literally have to wear 11 hats. But for me, it's like I signed up for it. So I take it on as this is me, like a cool experiment. So I'm always checking in, like, how are my kids doing? How are they engaging with each other? The funniest thing is they always love each other when they see each other, and then an hour later they hate each other. But we're learning how to navigate those things. We do our family planning and do trips together. So for me, I've learned so much, and I had to grow as a parent. I could no longer parent my kids based on how I felt I wasn't parent by my mom, because I started to do that. It's like, well, I never had this growing up, so I'm gonna give it to my kids. I'm like, Dondreá, stop that. Ask your kids, like, what do they want? Actually have values and all those things.
That's a big thing. That's me. You just clocked me right now. I was gonna bring you one. I was gonna bring you this tea clocker.
Hey, that's good.
I'm gonna bring it next time. You gotta invite me back.
You just clocked me.
You did. Because that's
ahead, yeah.
me. I'm like, I had that. Like, I had everything. So I'm like, let me give my kids everything because my mom gave me all that. Let me give all that. I'm not my mom. I didn't have the same support that my mom had. I didn't have that. Like, my mom was married. I had my mom and dad and stuff like that. And so, like, my kids is different. I'm a single mom. I'm raising my kids by myself. Times are different. Money is different. Everything is different from back when they was raising us. Facts. And so, like, that's the rule number one. Like, I always tell my moms, because we have a parent cafe. We talk about this type of stuff all the time. Don't try to... A lot of people think that, I'm going to buy my kids these fresh J's or get the haircut, get the latest styles, and that's being a good parent. Buying your kids, being your kids' best friend. Me and my kids friends all day, but I'm a parent first.
Facts.
And I feel like they love me for that, because I make sure that I'm doing what I know they need and not what I feel like society want, how society feel like I need to be parent, or how my mom parent, how my auntie parent, my grandmother parent. I'm parenting how my kids need to be parent. Like you said, you have 11 and they're all different. Yeah. I have twin girls, identical twin girls, and they have to be parent differently. Yep. So I like that you said that.
dropping knowledge. So more parenting knowledge, because once my kids started hitting their teen years, I was like, whoa, this is different. What are some tips and, advice can you give to like engaging the teens nowadays? Because this definitely different.
So I don't have teens, but I work with teens all the time, and we have like different workshops and groups, and we go into schools and we sit with the girls and kids, and a lot of things that I hear a lot, and we just did this thing back. It was like I think it was William Braylock. He did this thing,
My gosh. Yeah.
in all the schools, and I was invited by Sarita. She's a really good person in the community too. Drake is her last name. Look her up. She's really good.
Okay.
What she do. But she invited me and I came to talk to the kids, and it was like a suicide thing. And each thing, a lot of different leaders in the community, or people in the community, I should say, came out to help coach these. And the session that I was in, they was talking about, the topic was suicide. And they had to write these things on papers. And just after reading it, just hearing like how they felt inside, it was a lot of people saying like about their moms, like, I feel alone. I feel like I'm invisible. I feel like my mom hate me. She don't love me. She don't want me here. I feel like my mom didn't want to have me as a kid, like different stuff like that. It was somebody that said, I felt like my mom like her boyfriend more than me. It was like things like that. And it was heartbreaking. Like the reason why they said, because the question was like, well, why did you have suicide thoughts, or why were you suicidal? Right. And these are the reasons why. And it just really touched me, because it's like, as a teen girl, like I talk about my mom all the time. And my mom, like I said, she did everything for us. But still, as a teen girl, I feel like I couldn't talk to my mom about certain things that I wanted to, because I knew how my mom was. My mom was old fashioned. She was by the book. She didn't play that. She was very strict. She made sure that like I was a classy woman. I did what I needed to do. Yeah. She didn't play that. Like my mom was not playing. And so a lot of times I was scared to talk to my mom. But how I'm talking to the girls, and how I talk to even my daughters are 8.
Right.
I'm talking to my daughters like how I would talk to my friends. Like, you need to understand, because I want you to be able to come talk to me like that. Yeah. I'm not going to be talking to my daughters like telling them too much information, because we're not friends. Right. But I'm going to talk to you as, when I say as friends, as I'm going to talk to you like an adult when I'm talking about important stuff, because you're not going to ever feel like I had to go out and tell my friend this or go do this with my friend because I was scared to talk to my mom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
100%.
Be real with your kids. Sometimes your kids need to see you pay your bills. They need to see you calling, making arrangements. They need to see you doing something for somebody, doing something for yourself. They need to see you be loved and treated right. Brush your teeth in the mirror with your kids. Make breakfast together. Spend those types of times. They need to see their parents be a parent.
Yep.
A lot of kids, their teens are running away or suicidal or this and that because no one's in the home. They like this all day. And don't get me wrong, I'm always on my phone because I work on my phone. But when my kids are present, my phone is away.
Right.
When I'm getting my kids dressed in the morning, I can't talk to you on the phone. I can't hang. I can't do all that because my kids want their parents. There's a lot of times moms are out, they're doing this, they're doing that, and their kids are at home getting watched by a Zoom camera on their phone, or probably not even that. The next friend or this and that. Stop putting your kids off. That's why they're being rebellion. That's why they out here, they doing what they're doing. They don't trust their parent.
Yeah. So
let's put that back. Let's put that back into the home. You know what I'm saying?
Woo, hey.
I'm sorry. I'm just
no. That's good.
It touches me because like I be still feeling like that, like with a teen, like even with fathers, 'cause you a father, you know. And like with my dad, like it was hard to talk to with some stuff, but just building that relationship, like it's okay for a man to talk to. I know a guy, 2 Owens on Facebook, Marcel. Shout out to him because his daughters have tampons and pads that they have that they sell. Guys don't even talk to their daughters about menstruation, cycles. You're supposed to talk to your kids about that type of stuff. Let them know because how they boyfriends and husbands gonna treat them. Some men's now they get it with a woman, you bleeding, you this and that, or I don't know what I can say on here. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, you
okay.
Just
but you know what I'm saying? Like they feel like ew, like because man wasn't shown that growing up. My son gonna know what this is. He know, like he 5, but he know like that's mom stuff. He was calling it diapers. These mom. I'm like, okay, TMI, but like all right, but he know, and I tell him. when a woman's like that, you know, because he's seen, you know, his stepdad like, okay, you buying me things when I'm on that, you know, treating me right. You have to show
Yes.
your
Yeah.
kids that.
That is, you are 100%, because that's what I was thinking about. I'm like, because I always tell people prevention isn't always protection, right? So because you're not sharing that information, when we get older, we don't know how to support an adult. And now there's this tension. How do you not know how to support me? I didn't even know this was a thing. What is, or it was treated like ill, or, you know, so let's address these things and have real conversations. So I
Yes.
definitely love that, because for my kids, I definitely create that environment of like, let's have real conversations. We budget together. They see me getting mentored. I go
love
online with
that.
my mentor and they just sitting, because I'm like, I need them to see me be corrected, because I don't want my kids to grow up and be like, dang, dad thought he was perfect. He never said I'm sorry. He never. That's me all the time. And then I have to go back and think about like, dang, let me call him back in, son. I messed up. He's like, it's okay, give me a hug, because I didn't like the hug, because I grew up not getting hugs. So when my son, when he moved in, he's a hugger. He lived with his mom for a long time, like very close. He started hugging me. I'm like, oh, like how do you? But then I had to learn that, because I'm like, that's him. I have to be present for him. I have to support him. I don't want him then going out and perpetuating my like, don't. Because again, that's a different sign of affection, support, and things like that. So it's been really dope to be able to raise my kids, but also have my kids pour into my development. Because I tell them all the time, like, we're here to support each other.
Oh yeah.
When we're doing our financial planning, my daughter Nyla, because I'm shouting her out a lot, she is a good accountability partner, because she's not afraid to say something, especially if you say it to her.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we're going on a spending freeze. And then I go out and buy something. She's like, I thought we was on a spending freeze. Now, catch me a couple years ago, I'm like, shut your mouth. I'm like, no, I said that. Right? I should be accountable to my word too. And kids should be okay to be comfortable, not in a disrespectful way, saying like, that's what you said. You said it, not me.
I love that, because a lot of people, or a lot of older generation parents, they feel like by you speaking your voice, your mind, or whatever, is disrespect. It's not disrespectful to have a voice, to have an opinion. You need to be able to feel seen and heard. So that is great that she's helping you take accountability.
She gonna change the world. Again, sometimes I have to do the work to make sure I'm open to what she has to say, and then also teaching her those things. But it's those skill sets and things when we grow up we wish our kids have. I wish you had a voice. You're getting ran over by society because you don't talk a lot. Well, I grew up in a space where I had to be silent.
Yeah.
So it's things like that where I'm definitely thankful for. Kids are doing amazing things. You shouted out William Braylock. Shout out to him. We started partnering a couple years ago because he was doing his fatherhood thing. And for me, I'm like, I'm all for fathers that need to do what they need to do.
I love
People
it.
be like, dang, how many kids you got? 11. And I show up for all 11. I do. Now you always just
Seriously, that's
they're
awesome.
like you, because all of them don't even live in this state. So I'll go and get them and bring them here.
I love
and people
that.
like, how do you? Because there's no excuses, any means necessary. I have no excuses behind fatherhood. Do I get tired? Yes, I get tired. But I get that in other spaces, right? So I'm like, it's a part of life, and I'm learning to be vulnerable enough to mention when I'm tired. Because usually I just hop on the road like, I don't care, I gotta. And then I'm putting myself and my life at risk. So it's things like that I'm definitely thankful for. Your organization doesn't just sound like an amazing thing. Like, I want people to experience that, because again, this village mindset behind like family building, that's recreating family. We started talking about co-parenting about a couple years ago, and I feel like it's either an unknown or a lost art of like co-parenting. How can parents come together for the betterment of their kids? How can they communicate? Now, some can't. Some is just, whatever. But for other people, they just don't know the models. They don't know the skills. They don't know how to do that. You okay? Everything good? You drunk the water too fast? Yeah. You good? Now, I don't know if it was water in there. No.
You try to trick me. Choking back. You got me crying. I'm like, damn, pat my back.
Oh,
shit. I'm like, cut this.
Hey, she said.
I'm crying and everything. I'm like, is you gonna help me?
I was over here like her.
You know, they say like, don't do. I know CPR, but don't die in front of me. But help me.
Hey,
I'm still.
Well, here's the crazy part. You good? Hey, all right, cause oh my God, for sure. So listen, I'm not.
Why am I still drinking? What was in there? It's like, damn.
Oh my
Ain't
God.
got no wrapper on it.
It's water straight from the rapids.
We gonna know if I'm still here after this. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So the crazy thing is like we have somebody behind the camera. He ain't even helping either. So we just
Everybody just watch. I'm still like, open the door. It's getting hot in here. I was, you see, after I started doing the deeper cough, I looked at him like, he wasn't even moving.
I gotta change the camera up.
I'm like, nah, cut it. Ain't no change in the camera.
oh, get hot. Oh shoot.
You guys, I'm really burning up now. I was dying. I came back. I'm just,
You good?
I don't know. We're gonna see. Because why was this like this?
Oh my God, my head hurt.
I did a good job at first because it was coming, and I was like,
You tried to.
and I don't want them to pick up me doing that on the microphone, so I'm just gonna
So
cough.
then you turned, yeah.
And then you just kept coughing. I'm like, shit.
And I'm like, how many times she? I'm like, let me talk through her cough.
And you couldn't. I'm sorry again. I'm like, shit. I kept looking at him like, well, yellow or head. Shit.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, that was good. That was a good. Okay.
Oh, this is nothing. I was on a virtual thing from Detroit. I tried to sit on a chair and fell on the whole camera. There's like 100 and some people on there. I'm like, I'm all right. And we're going to just get back to birthing the babies. It comes out that way. I'm just like, what is we doing? Everybody was just looking. People start turning their cameras up. I'm like, yeah, they laughing at me.
Oh yeah, they going crazy. So again, this is what we do, you know.
So you guys see me choke. I'm just like,
so
you can have that. Like, you're like, okay.
She said, you ain't gonna help me.
I'm like, pat my back. I was about to put my hands up. I'm like, it's deep over here.
Okay.
We gonna need to sign some little forms and contracts before we sit in. Am I saved? I got insurance. Like,
Right, yeah, I gotta start getting a little more official. I need you to sign this waiver.
yeah, let's wrap this
You
up.
can't die in my house. Okay,
I'm
all
okay.
right.
I'm okay. Whew, okay, let's bring it
Okay,
back.
so we coming back, y'all. Okay, but that is a real live example of like real conversations. We are human. We're not perfect.
No edits. Just put it out there.
We want to support each other, but I didn't support you, so I feel horrible. But I'll make it up.
You know, the little the trending TikTok, they let the people fall. I be like, don't trust them in your hand, but you can trust me. That was that. I can trust you with the podcast, but not to save my life. Okay.
Yeah, and I did CPR.
I'm gonna trust you with the money finances,
But
but
I can't.
saving my life, hang it up. Okay.
Oh, but I'll be hypersensitive to people. They gonna be calling, hey, you good? Yeah, you good? They're like, yeah, I'm good. Leave me alone. Okay.
So silly.
All right. So again, hopefully y'all are enjoying that. As we start to conclude our podcast, can you do some plugs? What do you have coming up? What are some things that parents should be wrapped in? We're getting close to the end of the year. Just drop some Jews real quick.
Okay. The end of the year, we always do an annual Adopt a Mom program. Now it has turned to Adopt a Family, but we call it Adopt a Mom because we're the Moms Club. But it's Adopt a Family. So last year we had donated over 500 families. This year I'm trying to donate double that.
Okay.
So we have community drives going on right now. Monday is our food drive ends on Monday for Blue Heron Academy. That's on Raybook. That's posted on all of our social sites, even on Blue Heron Academy website. You can drop off. If you drop off food, canned goods, you get free massages, y'all. Who want a free full body massage? Like, yeah. So we got that going on. We have a lot of different places, and I felt so bad that I don't know, you guys. I have so many partners, so please don't charge it to my heart. Just charge it to my head. But I know AC Hotel, they're adopting families this year. National Now. We have like Meyer. So many people are adopting families this year. So we're doing Christmas. Mm-hmm. We always do our vision board and prayer board party with our financial workshop, which I spoke with you about. So we might be seeing y'all. So that's always the second week of January. We do that every year. Thousands of families of color always sponsor that. Shout out to them. And then we have all of our events. Parent Cafe every third Thursday of the month, starting back January 15th 5 o'clock to 7:30 p.m. at 600 Burton Street. That's every third Thursday. All families, caregivers, educators are welcome. We have childcare as well.
Like that.
It's always a good time. Other than that, we rock it out for March, Women's History Month. Shout out to all the women around the world. That's always with ICCF. We just got a lot of stuff going on. We do Easter, annual Easter. We do Mother's Day. But this year we got a lot of stuff. So make sure you guys tap in. Follow our pages. Our website dropped Christmas. So that's our Christmas gift for the community. We're going to have our scholarships on there this year. We're giving scholarships away to a single mom or father that's trying to go to school or getting out of school, and also a high school student to go in college. And we're doing some really big things. I don't want to tell you guys everything, but you will not only see us in Grand Rapids, we are going on a mom's tour. So we will be all over Michigan this year. So follow us.
So it's very clear that the organization is doing impactful things. The next step is what you have to do, which is connect to it.
Oh, yes.
Right? Play this video as much as you need to. Jot down everything. Make sure you go to her socials. Again, one thing I do like about your Facebook is it's full of information, full of resources. Just make sure y'all tap in and then bring other people along that journey. That's that accountability factor where sometimes you may need them to bring you along the journey, right? So let's model the support that we desire, right? And it's not too hard, just make a couple sacrifices. So again, I definitely thank you for coming on the podcast. And like we always like to end our podcast with our Let's Talk Money cards right here. So with our Let's Talk Money cards, this is to normalize having fun financial conversations in the home. I don't know about y'all, but I didn't grow up having those conversations. But something like this can make that conversation a little light. So you can pick a card and hand it back to me, and I'll just read it. There we go.
This one.
There we go. All righty. Oh, this is a good one. So the question is, have you ever had a financial crisis? If so, how did you handle it?
Ooh. Well, yeah. Who doesn't?
Yeah. Facts.
But my mother, she's a senior tax advisor. She's do all the financial. So any type of money problem, I guess I was blessed to have a major business financial person in the house. But anytime I come up with a crisis, I first think, is it a crisis? Because sometimes we think that like I can't get this or whatever. But so I do that. If it is, I literally just write down what I can and cannot do, and then the things that I can do, I look into my resources to see if they can do it.
That's good.
And then I just go from there. I if you would have asked me this years ago, I'd just been like, cry, stress, but I just don't do that no more.
That's good. So one, I like the very first thing that you said was like, is this a crisis? Right? Because it allows time to step back and reassess. Because sometimes when we go in crisis mode, we automatically like, hey, let me do what's necessary, which means that we can go into like predatory lending practices, and that's a whole nother conversation. So I love the fact you're like, take a little step back. And then the other part is this, like, I'm learning to be okay with crying, right? But growing up, I was like, I ain't got no. But you're like, look, I even take a different emotional lens to it, right? There's a time and place for everything depending on how you feel and all those other things. So I love how you're like, let me try my best to separate the emotional part from the financial part so that I can do my best to address it. It don't mean that I'm not emotional about it, but it's not 100% emotional. So that's super dope. The last thing I want to do is what I do with all my guests is I offer you the opportunity to ask me a question. Be any question. I'm not afraid to be like, look, I ain't answering that question. But so far, I've been able to answer all of them. So what question do you have for me?
I would like to ask you, because you asked me, what is keeping you here in the community? What is keeping you here in Grand Rapids? Why are you doing the things that you're doing here?
Okay. All right.
And I know the foster and all of that. But if that's the only thing too, I want you to go like, give me your why.
Ooh, okay. All right. Look,
give me your why. Yep.
So I would say my biggest why, specifically in Grand Rapids, was I wanted to be the last generation that started from scratch. All of my past, all of my problems, all those things came with a price, right? Moving to Grand Rapids, I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. It's not like it was a reset, but it was a refresh for me. because sometimes when you get around certain circles, certain people, the environment's comfortable. So I had to get uncomfortable by going to somewhere new and doing something different. I am very introverted. You'll see me out there. I'll be talking to stuff, but I don't, I have to put on that because this is bigger than me, right? But when I moved here, I was like, I can't survive on that. I have to get out. I have to learn about people. I have to make connections. I had went to Kent State University. Once I left the foster care system, went to college and stayed in college. I didn't get social media or nothing until I launched my business. So my business was literally a refresh on how I approach the world because I had worked on all these things, got development, had mentors and all this other stuff, but never felt like I was applying that stuff until I left a place that was very comfortable. Everybody knew me. Hey, how's it going? So it was easy to access things. When you go to a place or you surround yourself in circles where don't nobody know you, you really got to work for it. Say like, what? I don't know you. I don't know you. So it's been really great to do that over the last 6 years because the best thing that has come out of it, and this is no joke, whenever I'm in a store, literally I was just at my son's school volunteering. The kids are walking down, hey, Dondreá, hey, Mr. Brown, like giving me high fives, smiling and stuff. I'm like, I am making a instant impact on them because we never know what they was experiencing right before that.
Exactly.
And we're being seen, both of us. I see you, you see me, which is important. So the love, the support that I have created for this space is like, I can't leave this because I built this. The people that talk to me and mess with me because they're accepting me for me. The people that don't, that's okay. That is perfectly fine. I've had people say, you smile too much. Okay, well, you can go. I mean, again, I'm not mad at you. Back in the day, but I'm like, cool. You don't like people that smile? Wake up angry. Because I wake up smiling every single morning. So, and people need to see people smiling. So the people that I have, literally, a little small circle here in Grand Rapids, I'm like, this is my village that I built, I've worked for, and I'm working to maintain. And I ain't changing that until, I have to. So that's why, yeah. And we make amazing impact. People ask us all the time, like, man, when do y'all sleep? When I'm tired.
Okay.
That's when I sleep. But then they be like, man, you're making a lot of impact in your organization. I'm like, yeah, we are because we have people in our organization that believe the mission of being the last generation to start from scratch. I'm not going to be talking about my money without offering a space for you to talk about yours and learn about yours. So, yeah, it's just been really dope. You good? You about to drink that water? Just check. Yeah, let's make sure you good.
The water was a cue, like, speed it up. I think a cough coming.
Good. Oh, that's good. All right, so again, thank you for asking that question. I think that's the first time someone's asked me that, but it also gives me an opportunity to reflect out loud. So yeah, if you are a person that's looking for a purpose and all those other things, it's a journey, it's a process, but start it, right? Get around some good people, get you some mentors, check in with us. I think the dope thing that you did today was you provided in a real way, like the story behind you and what you do, right? And you weren't afraid to do that. So again, hopefully y'all enjoyed this podcast today. Make sure y'all subscribe.
Yeah, they better subscribe. Yeah. This better go up because I almost died on here.
It's definitely going up, and that specific portion is going.
That should be a thumbnail. We got to make. Look at you. Yeah. So you see our karma? There's good karma and there's bad karma. You see? Nope, I am caught.
So we appreciate y'all. Let's get off this podcast when we die. All right, thank you so much and peace.